With Jay's ADHD symptoms, that's just part of who he is. That's not who he is. When you convey that with your partner and they understand that, then it helps them to feel at ease and that they're not being judged by it.
And that's a great point also, Rosie, because I talk about it openly, so Rosie understands it. But if you're in a relationship where they don't talk about it, you wouldn't have known and you just would have continued to be frustrated.
The best way to support Jay with his ADHD symptoms is to have compassion and to be understanding and to be consistent. Create routines, like help them remember to take the medication. I make sure that I put the Qelbree on the bedside. I listen to him if he's having a moment, and just being supportive. Qelbree is a convenient once-a-day, non-stimulant prescription ADHD treatment for adults and children ages 6 years and older.
Qelbree may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in children and adults with ADHD, especially within the first few months of treatment or when the dose is changed. Tell your doctor if you or your child have or if there is a family history of suicidal thoughts or actions before starting Qelbree. Monitor your or your child's moods, behaviors, thoughts, and feelings during treatment with Qelbree. Report any new or sudden changes in these symptoms right away. Almost every relationship complained that I was never focused, was always on my phone, I was always distracted. I used to struggle with things like paying attention, following through on tasks, and interrupting during conversations. I thought ADHD would always be a roadblock in my relationships because I've really struggled with consistency and follow through, but with Rosie, I get it now. When you have something, you're both dealing with it, or you both feel the effects of it. The more you can open up and talk about it and get your partner to understand it, you can both walk that walk together. I think a lot of people hide what they have, when the purpose of being with a soulmate and a partner is so you can open up, so you can go through things together, you can share things. With Qelbree, I'm exactly where I need to be.
ADHD is a part of who Jay is, and it actually helps make Jay, Jay. And I've learned to embrace that about him, and I'm just happy that Jay now has a non-stimulant treatment option like Qelbree to help manage his symptoms.
Because Qelbree is a non-stimulant, prescriptions may be written for 90 days of treatment, which is perfect considering my busy schedule.
The best thing I've learned about myself of dealing with Jay's ADHD is that communication is king, supporting your partner and truly understanding what's going on with them so then you both can heal.
I don't sugarcoat it, I don't hide it. I'm just so open because the more she knows about it, the more she understands it, the more she's able to help me. And the biggest key is she never judges me.
Just seeing the growth in your partner, the improvement, that's a celebration. So I'm really proud of him for the work he's done.
And I wanted her to love me, all of me. And she made me know early on that's exactly what she was doing. Managing my condition requires awareness, effort, and the right support from family and friends, and a treatment that helps. I've realized that I can have a healthy, fulfilling relationship while managing my ADHD, and that has been a huge relief. Once-a-day Qelbree Viloxazine Extended Release Capsules is a non-stimulant prescription medicine used to treat ADHD in adults and children 6 years of age and older. Qelbree may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in children and adults with ADHD, especially within the first few months of treatment or when the dose is changed. Tell your doctor if you or your child have or if there is a family history of suicidal thoughts or actions before starting Qelbree. Monitor your or your child's moods, behaviors, thoughts, and feelings during treatment with Qelbree. Report any new or sudden changes in these symptoms right away. You should not take Qelbree if you or your child take a medicine for depression called monoamine oxidase inhibitor, MAOI, or have stopped taking an MAOI in the past 14 days. Also, you or your child should avoid alloxitron, duloxetine, ramelteon, tazimilteon, tizanidine, and theophylline. Qelbree can increase blood pressure and heart rate. Your or your child's doctor will monitor these vital signs. Qelbree may cause manic episodes in patients with bipolar disorder. Tell your doctor if you or your child show any signs of mania. Do not drive or operate heavy machinery until you know how Qelbree will affect you or your child. Qelbree may cause you or your child to feel sleepy or tired. The most common side effects of Qelbree in patients 6 to 17 years are sleepiness, not feeling hungry, feeling tired, nausea, vomiting, trouble sleeping, and irritability. And in adults, insomnia, headaches, sleepiness, tiredness, nausea, decreased appetite, dry mouth, and constipation. These are not all the possible side effects of Qelbree. You're encouraged to report negative side effects of prescription drugs to the FDA. Visit www.fda.gov/MedWatch or call 1-800-FDA-1088.